Hey everybody, welcome to Adventures with Peps. I am back from having pneumonia, so let's clear off the desk and get into some Warhammer 40k. I am super happy to be back painting. I am on to the last part of my target Space Marine game, so I am very much looking forward to getting these painted. Now, as you can see, I have primed them all white. Hopefully my voice doesn't sound too terrible recording this. I haven't fully got my voice back yet, so I'm very softly spoken. I can't get a lot of oxygen out of me, but we're gonna try our best here. So I am pretty much following the same paint scheme I used on the Gene Stealer that I did ages ago and the Ripper Swarms that I did a couple of weeks back. And we're kicking everything off with the Magos Purple, which I use for the skin colour on these. While we're working our way around the model, I'm going to tell you about Termagants. So, they serve as the standard infantry unit of any Tyranid swarm. They have speed, agility and survival skills, which are their most important characteristics. These small Xenos warriors most commonly carry the dreaded Fleshborer biomorph, but have been known to carry other more potent weapons into battle. The Termagants are the first species of the Tyranids dispatched when a hive fleet invades a new star system. In battle they are often seen accompanying the Tyranid warriors. In fact, there is a strange affinity between the two species. Termagants will react instinctively when a Tyranid warrior is threatened by swarming the opponent with overwhelming numbers before the larger bioform can get harmed. This reaction may be to protect the synapse ability of the warrior, and so preserve the hive mind's control over the swarm. While not very effective in close combat as a small group, they are most powerful when swarming in large broods across a target planet once the Great Devourer's invasion reaches its high tide. The desperate need to survive makes them a menace. Even their synaptic control with the Tyranid hive mind is broken. They will run for cover and will lurk, waiting to kill whatever threatens their hiding spot. In some circumstances, the hive mind will suppress the survival instincts of the Termagants to instead send them rushing forward for the sole purpose of depleting the enemy ammunition stores. That's pretty cruel. They are just pure cannon fodder for the Tyranid race, which makes sense. They are tiny, they are pretty easy to kill. And as you can see, I've done the skin tone now. We've got through all 20 of them. And it is now time to work on the armoured carapace, which I'm using the Eluxion purple. This is a beautiful colour, absolutely love it. There is so many armour plates on these models, but I'm going to slowly work my way around. And as you can see, it's already starting to look pretty damn good. From 3 foot away, these models look amazing. I have them on my shelf now. I am very much excited to actually play through the Space Marine missions now that they are all completed. So I've got 2 Ripper Swarms completed, 20 Termagants, plus Titus. So the game is done. I'm also quite shocked that I pretty much have a Tyranid army. I have, I think, 40 Gene Stealers spread between Space Hulk and some other games. I also have the the Patriarch for the Gene Stealers in Space Hulk, which I think can be a HQ in the Tyranid force. So I need to pick up the Codex, or if somebody wants to send me the Codex, even better. But I need to get the Codex, and then I can work out if I actually have a workable army of these. I think it'd be pretty cool if I do. So there we go, the purple is now all down, and I'm going to move into some fun little areas that I want to get some pop of colours in. So this red, the Fleshborer red, I'm going to be using it for areas like the tongue and on the gun, just to make it look a little bit different. I know in the colour schemes I've seen, traditionally you'd go purple like the armour plates, but I want it to stand out a little bit, so I'm going to use red, and I think it just adds a nice pop of colour. I'm also going to be using yellow, you'll see that in a little bit, just to highlight some of the tubey areas of the gun and the eyes, and that's pretty much it. So while I'm doing all that, and you can watch that, we'll talk about some of the different biomorphs that these guys can have. So we spoke earlier that they all have the flesh borer. These models all have flesh borers. It's just the only option they came with on the sprue. It's the only option they have in this game. So I just had to run with it. But the flesh borer is a compact brood nest for sharp-fanged beetles. When fired, the tick-shaped beetles are flung at the enemy, in which they spend the rest of their frenzied existence burrowing through armor, flesh, and bone. God, that sounds disgusting. Then they have the spike rifle. This weapon is a bony, muscle-lined tube that hurls a sharp, bony harpoon at the enemy. The harpoon from the spike rifle can be launched at considerable range, allowing for enough impact to cause damage. Even if the enemy is not killed outright from the spike, it will usually cause them to bleed to death. Oh my god, sounds disgusting. Then we have the Devourer. It is a clump of rotting flesh covered in worm-like parasites that are activated by the bioelectric jolt that hurls a shower of them at the enemy. Upon contact with the foe, the worms immediately start to burrow into the victim's flesh, causing them unbearable pain as they rapidly destroy the central nervous system. Oh, what is with these weapons? They sound disgusting. And then the third and final option is the Strangle Web. This is a symbiote creature that fires a sticky mesh of webbing that ensnares the victim. The web quickly hardens to stop the target from breathing and cuts into the flesh as they struggle to free themselves. Those not crushed to death are usually left immobile for a time and are completely at the mercy of the Tyranid organisms. Oh, what the hell, Games Workshop? This all sounds absolutely disgusting. But yeah, they're the options. Now, I am thinking 2025 might be the year of 2nd edition. I have the 40k game with some push-fit Space Marines, push-fit Orcs and Gretchens. Obviously, these aren't 2nd edition Tyranids, but I could probably make a 2nd edition Tyranid army from them for a battle report. So I think that might be my goal. I will have to pick up something like a Hive Tyrant and some Carnifexes just to round out the army. But I think that would be a fun little showcase. So let me know what you think. While you're there, like, comment, subscribe. And as you can see, we are now on the final showcase, which obviously means the video is coming to an end. I hope my voice didn't annoy you too much. I'm so happy to be back painting and making videos again for YouTube. And I really hope to see you again soon. But until then, cheers for watching.